种族纲目，恰的种族纲目，少三下来压的是，特人讲的民族，历当光的内容赛去。
한기 상무시 다시딜레니 주요 Pradesh atang monlum bu Tawanga terchamunu da utso international conference nyoso this nadak na junne marsu da this nada chondi atang basi khame ojo godi sudumbur da sowa da utsa international conference ojo Tawanga sukkuidong yumzen chiti dotna atangko organizing committee ko chairman tenyu rumchilasi itang bagang basi terchamunu da jebiya nang 다 우수 어저 죽고서 김전지티 미낭다 다 또왕ኞ서 미낭다 릭슝에 남나 nom불 저희의 미낭 남아다 본 nom불 다 사지디 혼나 사지에들 전문 남아다 본 nom불 신들의 일레 락쇼 다 개와 Tsangyang Gyatso 녀지티 하당 먼 또왕아 퉁우니 다 또메 띠혼는 다직 또메딘 요요디 개우 nom불 신들의 우 퉁우소 아당바시 구둔디 캡다 약대우 노남 좀링나의 우저 Gyalwa Tsangyang Gyatso Tawang monlumba tunguniye gajesakanu nonam it minuk kadang Gyalwa Tsangyang Gyatso lukyur jitnang gudundi nonam ijukor da ut international conference ojo sugula suggoidang yumzanjidi ichongladi imbur tamina mangbuka tamina ut international conference ojo sugsak jugo ta dotna tenjurumichlasi nango plirang imbur ta iju jugmina da is kampoko kitabie publisher imbur volume naknaka 조건라지 수임불 이 작불에 이 할입니다. 다들 삭제 official version 하던 그 6 달라마 그 기답 말합다 나간나가 베나 볼륨 나간나가지 레인불 있다 할림디 official recognition 할림디 덥직 동아 다 우스 컨퍼런스 오저 arrange라디 야dom불 다 디스 우스 컨퍼런스 가면나 attend 약간 이당 하냐나 어저 진약티 비치기 술 펩간네 수랑디 nom불 이 미누타 와당 야가르게 메나다 비 research scholars 한예 오저 주랑디 오저 펩낭고 nom불 다 노골톨 다 오저 아당 그 텐유름체 베낭 오저 institution 가 오저 단 알랑 순나 evening 삭 가보 오저 다 sessions various sessions nom불 eminent speakers 나 아당 브레이카 야 페부 nom불 빌바시다 오저 칼랍 나임불 베닥 viewpoint 6 달에 라마 코르제 임불 대접을 다 юм전지디 니 땅티 당서 주메다 다드삭만다 6 달에 라마콜 다 기답에 주랑디 nom불 6 달에 라막 녀지다 베낙 메시지 dercha모는 mysterious 탑디 nom불다 이제 다음에나 나간다가 담에 nom불다 이 잡을에다 강제다 우스 가보 인터내셔널 컨퍼런스 오게다 디스커션 디야에 강제 담에다 시티 다 broad understanding 디다 구둔디 노남 가야가 여고남 이스다메나 할림디 죽디 실라디 임불 it minuku tawadangda His Holiness Institution taminang atang ko 14 Dalai Lama data Gyalwa Tsangyang Gyatso data ojo menang atang 14 Dalai Lama imbur it minuk da atang monlupunin atang ko His Holiness atang benak institution tepka atang monlupunang menang da nanak chunna atang damji namnaladi nombur saun Tawang gannan namyel hatse 건부소 메낭다 군눈 아버지기 함메 메나 오조다 쟁고서 김전지디 가보스 히누 nom불 군눈 다 6 달에 라마지 다다 monlumba 퉁우 김불 잇 민누고 다 메나 14 달에 라마 보드 바니에 마르핍 고사지 아다 monlumbu 다게다 마르핍우드 임불 다 also significance taudi nom불 or the geopolitical significance nom불 우쪽은 international conference 지 아다 monlumbu가 죽고있던 김전지디 신행이네 다 좁아 다면랑 다 일바 가보시 가는 기노직다 임불 다면랑 요미시 dercha 무노미낭티 즉 쫄린니 야도메다 다 이제 아당 그 His Holiness 갖고 다 죽부면랑 계획지티 요미나에 다초ည 답디야 이 작불에 이 지금 이렇게입니다 미니오래 이제 다면랑 His Holiness 고 비낭다 액세스 고 해당된 nombre 이제 시스템 된 nombre 가는 포당 고미나 시스템 라지 nombre 이 시스템 짓미나에다 오조 폴로야 예게미나다 빌하냐나에 technical sessions ka mina thi na imbur it baji da ngabo gaje da zomlinga city keta thoing si ya imbur ma poka da usu Gyalwa Tsangyang Gyatso conference ki monlumpa mina dercha munu namada pore imbur it minuku da 6 dara lama korim Himalayan belt ka ni jugosuwa it min zomling gampo ka dercha munu keta ge it rebeladi no a very good afternoon ladies and gentlemen. I hope distinguished guests who have come here from within the country and abroad, you must have understood what I said. Obviously, it was a joke. So I'm very honored to be amongst you all and to speak before you regarding this inaugural function of the first of its kind, the International Conference on Cultural and Historical Significance of His Holiness, the 6th Dalai Lama, Gyalwa Tsangyang Gyatso. And most respectfully, Venerable Rinpoche, all the monastic members, distinguished guests, and honored scholars, and friends from across the globe, and my dear media friends. Firstly, I would like to extend a warm welcome to my beautiful state, Arunachal Pradesh, and that too in Tawang, which carries a very significant historical relationship with the institution of His Holiness, the Dalai Lama. We are all gathered here to deliberate on various aspects of life of 6th Dalai Lama, which is very much least known to the rest of the world. So firstly, I must extend my heartfelt thanks to our chairman, organizing chairman, Reverend Rinpoche Tengyur Rinpoche, and his all executive members for holding such a beautiful event here in Tawang. It is very wonderfully managed. And also I must compliment my dear friend, Mr. Moji Riva, for his hard work and for his dedication to make this event a very success. So Tawang, as you all know, is not just about the tranquil homes of monasteries and faith, but it also is the esteemed birthplace of the 6th Dalai Lama, His Holiness Tsangyang Gyatso. The sacred connection endows this conference with greater meaning as we gather here to reflect upon a towering figure whose extraordinary life traversed the realms of spirituality, poetry, and turbulent political drama. Born in 1683, His Holiness Tsangyang Gyatso stands as an enigma in the tapestry of Monpa history. Unlike his predecessors, he chose the path less traveled, a life marked with profound spiritual insight, intertwined with deep human longing. Many have viewed his reign through the lens of paradox, a monk who penned love songs, a leader who lived in the middle of a political storm, a visionary who vibrantly bridged the aesthetic and the metaphysical. Now, what sets the 6th Dalai Lama apart is not only his lyrical geniuses, as attested in his immortal verses that echoes with longing, impermanence, and love, but also his embodiment of the inherently human aspects of spiritual leadership. His poetry inscribed across generations, crossed cultural boundaries, distilling the essence of Buddhist philosophy into everyday emotions of joy, loss, and hope. Who does not recall the verses, as was mentioned by our Reverend Yangte Rinpoche, and I quote, "White crane, lend me your wings. I will not fly far from Lithang. I shall return," I unquote. So even these days, 6th Dalai Lama's verses continues to connect the Himalayan regions with the wider world, forming a bridge between traditions and modernity. The cultural significance of His Holiness Tsangyang Gyatso is immense, particularly for the people of Arunachal Pradesh and the entire Himalayan belt. And yet, we look around us, we do not see the vibrancy of his legacy in the land of his birth. Yes, we are a little aware of his life and the songs that he has written, but the community in general, even today, is not significantly aware of the historical significance of the life of Tsangyang Gyatso, nor much of the cultural and literary legacy he has left behind. 6th Dalai Lama, His Holiness Tsangyang Gyatso, is also regarded as one of the greatest of the Tantric in Tibetan history. Scholars often speak of his poems not only as epic song of love and longing, but as tantric verses with profound yet hidden meanings which only the accomplished masters of Tantrism can interpret. Often blending the sacred and profound, His collected works are not only widely celebrated in Tibetan culture, but also widely translated and studied. His disappearance and death are mirrored with mystery. The official sources say he died in 1706, but some accounts suggest that he lived a secret life for another 40 years and even visited his birthplace, the Mondyul. The undisputed fact, however, is that the son of Mondyul, who was chosen as the reincarnation of the highest office in Tibet, still reigns the heart of millions as one of the most legendary Dalai Lamas. Seen in the backdrop, this conference brings many possibilities. It brings the possibilities of knowing more about his life, of the sixth Dalai Lama. It brings up the possibilities of us better understanding the political and historical turbulent times he lived in. It brings up the possibilities of getting to know more about his songs, the literary and the spiritual context in which they were composed. And most importantly, it gives us the opportunity to understand and better appreciation the institution of Dalai Lama and what it means across the Himalayan region and world as a whole. The impact of this conference will not only be confined to academic pursuits, but will also traverse across cultures, across boundaries, and more importantly, in the whole realm of spirituality, particularly of the Buddhist practice of the Nalanda tradition. As we gathered here in Tawang, let us remember His Holiness Tsangyang Gyatso for what he truly was, an immortal bridge between worlds, a poet, a voice of gentle humanity in the cacophony of his age. May his legacy guide us as we search for harmony, wisdom, and understanding in our own certain times. I once again take this opportunity to welcome all the delegates participating in this conference, both from within the country and also from the foreign countries. I also convey my best wishes to all the speakers and hope that the knowledge shared by them will go a long way in enriching the world to the cultural and historical significance of the sixth Dalai Lama. I pray for the grand success of this conference. May the wisdom of sixth Dalai Lama illuminate our heart and guide our journey ahead. Tashi Dile, thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Arunachal.